What's up, Bell County High School? This is Coach Dudley Hilton. We are going to be talking about the Whitley County game. Now, Mr. Hilton, how do you think the game would have turned out without the missed opportunities?
Well, you never know. It's something about sports. You can't replay what went on during the game because you just get one shot, and the most important play is the next play, and the most important game is the next game. I thought we was ready to play. Our kids sure worked hard that week. We had the off week before, and they worked hard all that week, and we just didn't do a lot of little things that would have helped us to overcome a good team like Whitley County, and maybe pulled the upset if everybody thought it was upset. But I still think we could have won if we took care of some little things that we didn't take care of.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Going into the game, it was an anticipated game, wasn't it? Everybody was looking forward to it.
Well, it was a big opportunity for us. We were 3-0. We beat three decent teams. Middlesboro was a good rival game for us. They was at their best early in the year, and we felt like we beat a good Middlesboro team. Letcher Central was a good football team, had a lot of kids coming back, and we felt like we rose to that challenge. And then we go to Pike County Central, and I think right now they're 3-1. We're the only team beat them, so we must have beat a pretty good team up there.
Yeah.
But everybody kind of had the measuring stick with Whitley County to just see what kind of good team we really were. And I tried to pre-warn the kids that a lot of people was measuring this game because they really thought Whitley County was a very good team, which they are. But I still think we're a good football team too. So we should have, I think the expectation was high, just seeing what kind of real Bobcats we had. And we stumped our toe, and now we got to fix the toe and go on to the next game.
So what was your exact mindset going into the game?
Well, again, I felt like it. We was up kind of against a mountain. They beat us pretty good last year up here on Log Mountain, and so now we're going down to their place with we lost a great bunch of seniors from last year's team. We had a few guys that didn't come out that could really help this year's team, but we got what we got, and we dealt this hand, and that's what we had to work with. We still got a good bunch of seniors who really wants to win, and we got a student body who really wants to see us win, and we got a lot of things going in. But really, I thought our mindset was well. I thought that, we're up against a pretty good football team. Let's go play old Bell County football.
That's right. That's right. Going into the game, Whitley was 1st and 10 on the 30. What did the defense expect?
Well, again, our defense is what we took a big hit from last year. We lost a lot of good linebackers and D linemen that we had. Not that we don't have them this year. We just got some inexperienced players playing, and I thought a little bit inexperienced against a team that had good experience on offense, that we were hurting a little bit. But I don't really think defense was our biggest problem. I think offense, we missed some opportunities that we should have scored, and we didn't. And then our defense kind of either got wore down a little bit, but again, I was pleased with the defense. We just missed some tackles, and we work on tackling drills every day. But if we're going to be a good defensive team, we've got to tackle, and we've got to stop them on 3rd down. And right now, we're trying to get some few gimmicks here at the school that on this 3rd down and long that we can do something during the game to call everybody, please get on your feet and support us. This is a big 3rd down play. We've got to stop this team on this play. So hopefully we can cause a little electric on that and maybe get some things started. But 3rd downs, we got to be able to stop teams on 3rd down.
Okay. You said basically that it knocked down their confidence, them being 1st and 10 on the 30?
Well, that's, it's not confidence. That's when you really got to tighten your belt up and take a good deep breath and, hey, let's go at them, So you can't dig a hole and cause some things go bad right there. You can't lose confidence. You got to, football is probably the most team sport there is in America, as far as you got to have 11 guys doing 11 jobs. And
Yeah.
if you got 2 out there not doing what they're supposed to, and it's hard to beat somebody that's got 11, you got 9. So we got to learn to play more as a team, and when we're backs up against the wall, that's when we've got to have all 11. Then that's when we might have to have a little bit more support out of our student body or side guys on the sideline to give us that extra push on the sideline. You almost could count that as an extra man, you know.
Halfway through the first quarter, there was no points on the board. What was going through your head at that time?
Well, you know, I just knew that we could play with them. I knew we was a good football team, that we could play with them, and I thought we kept on building confidence, and you know, and again, you know, we didn't score, but they wasn't scoring either. So we was really pleased at that point.
All right. First points are on the board. How hard do you guys think you had to fight?
Well, you know, we had they made a big play on us and scored a touchdown. And of course, they kicked the extra point. But here we are down 7-0. We've been down before. Letcher County got us down 7-0 early, and we come back and scored 28 straight points, I think. So we'd been there before. We've been behind. So, but I really thought we bounced back. I thought we came back with a lot of confidence.
We did. What happened on the failed 2-point conversion?
Well, we just didn't do some things we supposed to, but the main thing, we went down the field and scored and go ahead of them. I mean, not go ahead of them, but score a touchdown with them. And we've, you know, trying to get our kicking game going, and we got to get a better confidence in our kicking game right now. We didn't try to kick it, so now we're going for 2, and you know, and if we make it, we're up, and we really felt like we over the line. That the boy reached the ball. I think Jordan Womble's ran a 2-point conversion, and we felt like he stuck the ball over the line. That's all you got to do. You don't have to have your body. As long as that ball touches the plane of the goal line, it's scoring. But the referees ones control the game. If they say it's no good, it's no good. It don't matter what we thought. But anyway, again, we leave that situation behind 7-6.
Who was the most valuable players on our team?
Well, you know, that's hard to pick. I can't hardly pick out one player, because when you talk about football, and I told you earlier that you got to have all 11 people. If you're out there just playing for yourself, and I'm playing for myself, and then you know, I might get a lot of stats and you might not. But if you're doing your job, you're causing me to be the MVP. But really, truthfully, you could be an MVP because you're doing your job and leading them over here where I can tackle them, or you're blocking me where I can run the game, But you know, when you sometimes when you say really who's the MVP, you know, you have to use stats a little bit. That's today's society. You use stats, but I'm not big on that, because I think you know, it's a team game, and but I think that night, I think Nick Caldwell led us in tackling with, no, I'm sorry, Antonio Zachary led us in tackling with 10. I think Nick Caldwell had about 7. Jordan Wombles had about 6. Offensively, Cody Frazier had been running the ball real well all year long. I think he had another 100-yard game, so that was big. I think Jordan Wombles showed that he can run the ball and had a big offensive game. Tanner Asher had been hurting a little bit with a sprained ankle and didn't have the game that he should have had, but hopefully down the road he'll play better. We didn't throw the ball very well. Isaac had a rough night throwing the ball, but you know, offensive line, we're young up the offensive line, so we're still hurting up there. Got to try to find some most valuable players up there. We got to have a few more, but we're working at it every day. But you know, as far as I was pleased with all of them. We had a good talk after the game, and I called them out a little bit. You know, sometimes we don't see the importance of you know, of doing the little things to make us better. You know, I guess you got your driver license, Thomas, but if you don't, and you go downtown and try to take your driver license, and you come up to a stop sign, the little thing is you got to make sure you stop and your shoulders go back. If you go to that stop sign and just ease on through it, then you're not going to get your driver license because you don't know how to stop at a stop sign. And football's the same way. If you don't think that you should just take this right step, it's not important. I'm just going to lead with this left step. But things are important, and just little things can cost you in a driver license. They can cost you in a football game. And right now we're struggling doing the little things because we don't think they're very important. And if we start learning to do the little things, then this question will be easy the next week and the next week and the next week. Because right now we got to, and it's just not one or two. It's a whole team. We gotta get the mindset. Hey, let's do the little things, and we get those things down, we'll be a lot better.
Okay. Did you see what you expected from the Whitley County football team?
Yeah, Whitley County didn't surprise me none. They've been having a lot of success. They'd lost 2 games, but they got beat by a very good Corbin team who got beat 14-0. You know, Corbin just scored 14 against them, and we scored 7 or 6. So we scored 1 touchdown. Corbin scored 2. So there wasn't much difference in there. Rockcastle, who a very good football team, they're undefeated and everything right now. They're the other team they beat, but I knew Whitley had a good team, but I really thought we had too. I had a good team also. It was kind of a measuring stick for us, but we got a few games that left on our schedule. It's going to be good measuring sticks, and maybe we can hit above on that measuring stick and look a lot better.
Okay. Going into halftime, aside from plays in the game, what did you say to the players to get their minds back where they needed to be?
Well, we've tried to do this technology a lot more, Thomas, on far as filming the game, and we go in at halftime, and we had a new thing that we just got last week that we can film the game, bring it in, and go to certain plays in the game that they had success on, and we can pull this up on our TV and show the kids right there, see, you wasn't where you're supposed to be. So, you know, we go in there and try to correct mistakes. You know, a lot of people think we go in there and smack them around, kick them in the tail, it's not that. You gotta, you know, you gotta go in there and correct where your responsibility are. So, you know, I'm hoping, you know, that we corrected them, and we came out and looked a little bit better second half on some things.
How do you think that your coaching style affects our football team from our past coaches?
Well, I know I don't talk about past coaches and players, but when you talk about experience of mine, you know, I'm just old hard-nosed football coach. I'm probably behind time a little bit, but I know it takes 4 downs to make a first down. That hadn't changed in the rules, and the game hadn't changed. A lot of things has changed because people look the easy way out as far as some things they do, but I don't look for the easy way out. I try to take 4 downs and get another first down so I can do it again. So my style is a little different from a lot of people. You know, it's like in baseball having a bunch of home run hitters and everybody just hits home runs, and you got to have somebody hit some singles. You got to have somebody walk. You got to get some get hit by a pitch. Just how they get on base. Well, that's what we do in our game. So we got to have the 3 or 4 or 5 yard gains before we hit the home run, and so that's, you know, that's kind of my philosophy. So I work with a bunch of hard-nosed, hard-working, I call them mountain boys or what you want to call them, but we need to get tougher. We're not as tough as we used to be. I don't know. I'm not blaming that on the past coaches or what it is, but we need to get tougher. We need to we need to man up. This is a man's game. If it wasn't a man's game, we'd have about 300, 400 boys out playing football if we didn't line them up and knock heads every day. But it's a man's game, and we got a bunch of boys. We got to turn them into men, but as far as our I guess what I got to work with, I've got good, strong, old country mountain boys who loves to play this game, and they enjoyed hitting. We just gotta man up and come and bring it every week, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. What do you think of the freshman players? What do you think they have in store for the Bell County football team?
Well, I think our future looks good. I think we got a good bunch of freshmen here, but we shouldn't. We're too big of a school here to depend on freshmen still carrying our seniors and juniors. This is your seniors' year. This is 2017. This is their year. They should, they ought to be giving it all they got, and then the juniors ought to really be helping them. It ought to be a junior senior ball club, and right now we're playing 2 or 3 freshmen, we're playing 2 or 3 sophomores, and we're too big of a school to be depending on our young kids. But I'm proud of my young kids. We've played a lot of games so far. I think we've lost 1, but our JV team's like 4-0, our freshman team's 3-1. So we're giving them a lot of opportunity, and hopefully we're doing what we just got done talking about. We're growing them up and making men out of them. So hopefully that will help us down the line.
How long have you been with since you came back, how long have you been with the football team?
Well, I came here in like February, I guess, or March, and we went straight in the weight room. We started working out, and I've been here pretty well ever since. So, even though we won 3 games, a lot of people says it was easy, but it hadn't been easy. I've worked this team real hard. We get a lot of people blowing the horns at us when we go out here on the road and run this hill out here in front of the school, and our kids have been about 95% present every day, so they've been coming to practice, and I don't think I haven't missed a day since I've been here. So we're paying the price, and we just gotta, now we're going to get 1 year under our belt, and hopefully, this time next year we'll be talking more about stronger kids and faster kids.
Okay. From the time you've been here, what morals has our team taught you?
Well, I think they want to win. I think they've got a lot of families that played for me, their daddies and their uncles and things, and I've heard a lot of stories, and I think that most of the teachers here that I had them, or my wife had them in school, and most of them are been a student of mine or been around, so I know the support is here from them, and I just think this school is hungry to get their identification back. I want us to be good in everything. We got a good ROTC program here. We got a good, our cheerleaders does good, or some other things that does good in this school, and we just don't want to be just for football, but football does involve a lot of young men that probably can't play nothing else football, and you get 40, 50 kids out there. It kind of pulls the school together early in the year and gets your school year kicked off in the right direction. So I feel like it's still here. A lot of people was feeling sorry for Bell County. Well, they've lost their football program. We ain't lost it. We just got to go to work and keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So what's mostly your mindset and plans for what morals and mindsets have you put into our team's mind to get them ready for what I believe the championship you're going to bring us home?
Well, it can't be about you, and it can't be about me, and it can't be about these camera guys about here. It's a school thing. It's a football thing. It's a team thing. It's if we're all about I did this and I did that, we need to say our team does this and our team does this, and it don't matter who scores, who makes the tackle. We got to go to class. We got to make something out of ourselves. I don't care what you do. We can't. Football ain't gonna put bread on our table. It might help us some go to college. It might help us to know the responsibility when you go to work at some place, and how do you get there on time, how you dedicate yourself to that job. And that's one thing you learn in sports, but I'm just hoping that we can get us talking about individual things. The reward at the end is winning the championship. I've been fortunate enough to win 3 of them, and that's 43. That's not a very good percentage, but I had a lot to lose a game that took it hard, but went on and made a doctor, a lawyer, a state trooper, or something, because they knew the hard work focus them in that area. So hopefully this team right here will be the same way, and it's not how many yards a game or how many tackles I made. It's just win or losing. And if we lose, we all lose. We win, we all win. And if we take that attitude, then things will work out better for us.
That's good. I think this might be all the time that we have, unless you want to say a few things to the people that are going to be watching this.
Well, we got McQuarrie Central Friday night. That's the first district game. We need to win the first one, and it's away. And I know a lot of student bodies can't be there, but we broadcast all of our football games on 106.3. So tune in and listen to us. And next week we're going to have a special week next week. It's a home game. We ain't played for 3 weeks, and at home maybe we can have another pep rally. Maybe we can get some things started at home. I think we might make it a free game where the whole student body can come to the game and don't cost, right now we're letting you in for $2. We might not even let you charge $2 next week, but we got to get our excitement back. We had our excitement early in the year when we was having pep rally, and now we've played a lot of away games. And it's hard on student bodies to go to away game, I know. But there's no excuse when we come home, and we're going to be back home next week playing a team come in here, Casey County, who will be undefeated. There's no doubt in my mind they'll be 5-0, and so we're bringing a unique team in here that we stumped our toes against Whitley, and hope we can get through McQuarrie Central Friday night all right. But I'm excited about next week also. So, but we do want our student body to stay in tune on the radio and listen to it when we're on the way. So, but I appreciate you guys taking time doing this, and this thing hopefully will keep growing and keep just getting better and better. But thank you guys.
You guys heard it. Tune in, listen to the football games, come out to the football games, home if you can, go to away, support the Bell County football team. I'm Thomas Saylor, the host of the Dudley Hilton Show. This is Mr. Coach Dudley Hilton. Have a nice night.